Who Dat Nation, buckle up, this one's wild. The trade deadline dust has barely settled in New Orleans, but whispers from the backrooms are already stirring up the bayou. For the Saints, it was a week of tough calls, shipping out talent to reshape the roster for what's ahead. You could feel the tension in the Superdome air, that familiar mix of heartbreak and hope that defines being a Who Dat fan. Something juicy just leaked about their biggest move, the kind of detail that has everyone second-guessing and speculating late into the night. If you're part of this crew, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and join the conversation. This community runs on real fans like you. Now, the player who turned this trade into a saga, Rashid Shaheed. The speedy wideout who lit up defenses last season, now headed to the Pacific Northwest after the Saints pulled the trigger, sending him to the Seattle Seahawks for a 4th and 5th round pick in the 2026 draft. But here's where it gets spicy. Turns out, the Pittsburgh Steelers had the exact same package on the table. A source close to the deal spills that Omar Khan, the Steelers' GM, was ready to match Seattle's offer pick for pick. Pittsburgh saw Shaheed as the perfect spark for their offense, a deep threat weapon to stretch the field and give their QBs a reliable target downfield. Imagine that for a second, Shaheed in black and gold, burning secondaries in Heinz Field under those primetime lights. The speculation was rampant as the deadline ticked down, fans in Steel City dreaming of adding that Saints flair to their grind-it-out style. But Shaheed, he had his heart set elsewhere. He chose to chase the reunion with Clint Kubiak, the offensive coordinator who called his number so effectively during Kubiak's stint in New Orleans last year. That connection trumped everything, even a shot at contending in Pittsburgh right now. For Saints faithful, this hit's different. You've watched Shaheed explode onto the scene, that raw speed turning routine plays into highlight reel magic. Remember that August preseason game against the Jaguars? He snagged a reception right in the teeth of the defense at the Caesars Superdome, showcasing the upside that made him a fan favorite. Trading him away stings, especially knowing he pushed for Seattle. It's like losing a brother who picked another family, even if the picks coming back could build something lasting. The Saints front office, led by Mickey Loomis, honored their players' wishes, a classy move in a league that's often cutthroat. But it leaves you wondering, what if? What if Shaheed had leaned toward Pittsburgh, giving New Orleans a chance to pivot elsewhere? Instead, they're banking on those mid-round selections to restock the depth chart, turning potential into future stars. As Week 10 kicks off with Thursday night's action, the focus shifts to the field, but this behind-the-scenes drama lingers, fueling the fire for what's next in the Who Dat journey. It's moments like these that test the soul of a franchise on the rise or in rebuild mode, depending on how you see it. The Saints sit in that NFC South scrum, battling for positioning with every snap. Losing Shaheed means adjusting on the fly, leaning on the guys still in the black and gold to step up. But those draft picks, they're a gold in a league where homegrown talent wins championships. Who Dat Nation knows the drill. Endure the pain now for glory down the line. Diving deeper, let's unpack why this trade feels like a double-edged sword for New Orleans. Shaheed wasn't just any receiver, he was the jolt of electricity in an offense that sometimes sputters under pressure. His preference for Seattle speaks volumes about loyalty in the NFL, players chasing familiarity amid the chaos of trades and schemes. Kubiak's system clicked for him last year, unlocking that burner speed for big plays. Heading to the Seahawks, a surprise contender in the NFC West, Shaheed joins a squad that's riding high, potentially lighting up Lumen Field with those deep bombs. Back in Pittsburgh, the Steelers' restraint is vintage black and gold. Omar Khan isn't blowing up the draft capital for a rental. He's playing the long game. Super Bowl aspirations be damned if it means mortgaging the future. Steelers Nation dodged a bullet, or missed a bullet, depending on your view. But for the Saints, it's a reminder of the rebuild's harsh realities. The 4th and 5th rounders aren't splashy, but in a loaded 2026 draft, they could net gems at corner, edge, or even another receiver to replace Shaheed's production. Who Dat fans feel that Bayou heartbeat, it's resilient, forged in upsets and underdog tales. This trade echoes past moves, like shipping out stars for picks that paid off big. Think back to the cycles of hope and heartbreak, it's what binds us. As the team takes the field this weekend, eyes will be on how Dennis Allen's defense holds and if Jake Heener or whoever's under center can sling it without missing Shaheed's spark. The Superdome faithful will roar regardless, chanting Who Dat to drown out the what-ifs. And let's not forget the broader ripple. Seattle gets a weapon that could propel them deeper into playoffs, while Pittsburgh keeps their powder dry for bigger swings. For New Orleans, it's about unity now, rallying around the roster, scouting those picks like treasure. The emotional core, it's that tension between letting go and looking ahead, the stuff that makes Saints football so addictive. As the season grinds on, this story might fade, but it will resurface come draft time. Will those selections turn into studs who wear the fleur-de-lis with pride, or will Shaheed's highlights from Seattle haunt us? Only time tells, but Who Dat Nation stays locked in, ready for the next chapter. The field's calling, the cannons are loaded, or in this case, the Who Dat chants are echoing. Keep the faith, this community's got your back through every twist.